Hey, yo, it's your girl, Corey.
Look, it's your boy Chemist, and welcome back to Black Box Conversations, where we give guidance to issues and topics that you may be going through. Today, we have a 23-year-old female. She submitted a question, so we're going to go ahead and read it. We're going to go ahead and get started. Okay. I'm 23, and I've been with my boyfriend for about 5 years. I've never been with anyone else as far as having sex, but he has. Lately, he's been hitting at marriage, but before I commit to him, I would like to experience someone else. Am I wrong? So, sister, go ahead and dive into it. Tell us what's on your mind. She asking, is she wrong about her wanting to experience someone else before she commits to marriage with this guy?
First, I want to thank you for being vulnerable and writing us about this because I know it's something that you may feel like you're judged on. So I do appreciate you writing us and giving us the opportunity to give you advice. Now, as someone that's 38 that has had my fair share of relationships, I will say you're not missing out on nothing. But just to be real, you knew whenever y'all got into this relationship that he had already experienced other people, and you were willing to accept that.
Yeah.
Y'all have grown 3 years in, 5 years in now. That shouldn't change. It doesn't seem like he's doing anything as far as not being a great partner for you. Only thing is you have curiosity. Now, you being 23 years old and only being with one person and having that curiosity, it's nothing wrong with that. But if you're going to go out and explore, you have to accept the consequences that can come with that. If he's heading towards marriage, that means he wants to take this relationship serious.
Yeah.
And when he got with you, you hadn't been with no one else, and he was your first. That could be the reason that this relationship has been held this strong this whole time. Because a man looks at their woman as a reflection of them. And for a man to be with you and not have to worry about the next man saying that they slept with you, that means a lot to a man. You're their trophy. You're their reflection.
Yeah.
Now, whenever you go, and if you were to explore, you need to be honest with him. But before you have this conversation with him, accept what comes from this conversation. Now, if you were to go and explore and have relations, because it doesn't seem like you want to try another relationship because you stated about the sexual part. If you were to go and have sex with another man and it wasn't good, it's either going to make you appreciate what you have or you're going to want to keep searching until you get something better. Now, on the flip hand side, if you go and you have relations with another man and it's better, what's to stop you from wanting to continue doing that? See, us as women, unfortunately, we release a hormone when we have sex. And the more you release that hormone, the more attached you get to that person. And this is just on the surface level. We're not even going to talk about all the spiritual ties.
Yeah.
Are you ready for that? Because not only are you taking a chance on losing someone that's ready for a long-term commitment, you're putting yourself in a situation to where you could be stuck between 2, 3, how many ever experiences that you want. Is that something that you're really ready for? So in short term, no, you're not wrong for having those questions or curiosity, but are you ready for what comes with that? As someone that's 38 and has been where you are, it's not worth it. If he's pleasing you and there's nothing that you're looking for more, you just want to know if that's what's being pleased. If you're pleased, stay there. Yeah. What do you got to say, brother?
First of all, like my sister said, thank you for submitting the question. You know what I'm saying? We really appreciate that. I'm going to go ahead and say this. Information without application is just constipation. You're sitting on a bunch of shit. All right? So I'm going to say that one more time. Information without application is constipation. You're sitting on a bunch of shit. So the advice that my sister is giving you, I hope you take it. I hope you run with it. Me myself personally, man, I'm not gonna lie to you. It seems like you got 1 foot in and 1 foot out. So it doesn't seem as if you're committed to the relationship, because when your mind goes and you start entertaining those thoughts, your body gonna follow that. Wherever your mind goes, your body is eventually going to follow that. And like my sister said, one of the first things that you have to do, you have to be honest. Communication is a very important thing. Honesty. If you let an individual know where you stand, they can either accept that at the door or they can go the opposite way. But you have to let them know where you stand. But sweetheart, baby girl, I'm gonna be 100% real with you. You ain't missing out on a thing. All these niggas out here, same. You ain't missing out on a thing. It seems like you got you a good man. Seems like he's committed to you. It seems like he's hitting at marriage because he thinks that you're the type of woman he can live forever with. That's an important thing, because these niggas out here is not doing that.
They want them now.
Like, so if you choose to step out because you think the grass may be greener on the opposite side, it ain't gonna be. The grass is greener where you water it. And I know you said that you haven't experienced anyone except for this man. That's a beautiful thing. I know they talking about how many bodies you can catch out there, but we're going in reverse as far as the way we think it. Your body count don't mean anything, sweetheart. That experience don't mean anything. You got to understand that your heart and your soul is involved when there's intimacy there. It's not just sex, it's intimacy. You're exchanging a spiritual exchange with someone, okay? And not only that, as a woman, you have to understand that your womb is a spiritual gateway. It's a spiritual gateway. When you sleep with somebody, you open up spiritual realms. Now you can get that dude's blockages. You can get that dude's energy. You never know what comes along with that territory. You never know what comes along with that territory. So if you don't do anything, protect yourself, protect your value. If you want this, be real with yourself. Now, look, the Navajo, they got a saying, right? They say we got two wolves inside of us. We got a black one, we got a white one. They say which one is stronger? The one that you feed the most. The one that you feed the most. That thought that you keep entertaining, if you keep feeding it, it's going to get bigger, it's going to get bigger, it's going to get bigger. That voice is going to get louder and louder and louder. There's nothing wrong with having those thoughts, but when you start to meditate on those thoughts, when you start to act on those thoughts, now you have to live with the decisions, and now you have to live with the consequence that comes along with it, because every cause produces an effect. Every cause produces an effect, and you do reap what you sow in this world. So keep in mind, you got a good man. You got a good man. Don't forget that. Now, just to chase an experience and jeopardize what you have, it ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. So my advice to you, what I would suggest you do, is ask yourself, what do you really want? I understand that you're young. Ask yourself, do you really want this? Do you really want marriage at this time? Be real and be honest with yourself, and be willing to live and die by those thoughts. But you have to be decisive and definite in that decision, and then you go for it.
Then you gotta ask yourself too, if you were to go experience other men, are you gonna be okay with him experiencing other women?
I'm just saying,
in the same
the shoe on the other foot.
In the same way that you can catch a soul tie with another man, he can do the same thing with another woman. Are you really willing to do that gamble?
You got to be careful when you open that gate. You have to be careful when you open. When you walk through that door, there ain't no looking back. It ain't no looking back. When you make that decision, it ain't no turning around from it. So this is why you have to be careful with the decisions you make. You got to be careful what you consume. This world would tell you, hey, go out here, sleep with as many niggas as you can, have as many experiences as you can. Baby girl, your value is internal. Your value is internal. Before you be committed to anyone else, be committed to yourself. Be committed to yourself. Ask yourself who you are. Ask yourself what you want, and be willing to die by that. Stand on that. Stand on business when it comes to it. If you want this, then go along with it. But if you don't want it, just be real. Be honest. Don't leave this guy alone, though. Be real with him when it comes to it.
I'm just saying, that's how side chicks get involved and all type. It seemed like he's been committed to you this whole time.
Yeah.
5 years. He only been with you. You know how rare that is.
Yeah.
Open up
And look,
them
don't worry
doors.
about what he did before you. He was honest. He let you know, hey, I had some women in my past. That's my past, baby girl. You my present. I ain't worried about yesterday. I live in the present. And living in the present, we trying to create a future. We trying to create a tomorrow. This is what he's focused on right here and right now. You're his focus right here and right now. When a man looks at this woman, he sees a beautiful reflection. Like you could be his confidence. You could be the thing that takes him to the next level. But that's if you want it. That's if you want it.
So at the end of the day, ask yourself, are you really committed? Are you really ready for marriage is the real question.
That's a good question. And this is the thing. Understand that marriage is a commitment. You may get in arguments, you may get in fights, you know what I'm saying? You may get in disagreements, but marriage is a commitment. You're committed to that party. You're committed to that person through sickness and through health. I'm committed to you no matter what happens. Through the ups, the downs, through the trials and tribulations. I'm committed to you no matter what comes our way. It doesn't matter if our outside, it doesn't matter if our physical change. I'm committed to you. The commitment starts internally though. I make a vow with my soul and my heart. We tie this together and then we go forward in that promise. That's what marriage is. You got to ask yourself, are you ready for that? And if you ain't ready for it, just be real. Just be real. But it sounds like you got you a good guy, man.
And do not go off of your friends having fun and living their life, because it's going to be maybe about 10 years from now. They're going to wish they was in the position you were. Believe me. Also, don't go by the saying, is the grass greener on the other side? Because the grass would never be greener if you took care of your own and watered it. And that's all I got to say about that.
Yeah, take care of your own garden, man. Take it. If there's weeds growing, you better pluck them up.
And at least
Take care of your own
what's
garden,
in
man.
your grass. You don't know what's out in other people's grass.
You know what I'm saying?
You know how your own yard is.
It just look good over there. Looks can be deceiving. Trust me. Everything ain't what it's cracked up to be. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and start reading the comments, sister.
It's just, I don't think, hold on. True, very true, Erica. Erica said you have to be careful because it's not going to be good, and yourself is important.
Hell now to the now.
Too many snakes in grass.
It
might look good, but you got to think about them garden snakes. They sneaky and you can't see them.
And look, like we said, thank you for seeking advice.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't seek advice. They just act upon it. And then they have this regret that follows them the rest of their life. You know what I'm saying? You got to seek wise counsel going forward.
Thank you, Mama. I was raised by the best.
You hear me?
Okay, so we're going to take this time. If anyone has any questions or anything that you would like us to talk about, you can go ahead and put it in the chat. Appreciate y'all for watching.
Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank you so much. Those that have not shared the feed, can you please go ahead and share the feed for us? Thank you so much. We appreciate it.
I'm going to play some music while we wait.
DJ Corey in the building.
If y'all looking for a DJ, I'm your girl.
And thank y'all for y'all support, man. We really appreciate it. We couldn't be doing this without you guys, man. We couldn't be doing this at all without you guys. Thank you so much for sharing. Appreciate you guys. Baby, thank you for sharing. I see you in the comments.
Hey, Christina.
How you doing, Mr. Leroy Tillman?
Hey, Leroy.
What music you about to play? What you about to drop on them, DJ?
Having a little technical difficulties.
All right.
There we go. There we go.
I bet I heard no YouTube ad.
No, I went to YouTube and it brought us up.
Oh yeah? 444?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay, so back to one of my favorite songs.
Oh yeah.
Uh, it must have been playing already. There we go. Christina wanted to know what the question was. She missed it. DJ Spinnerella.
All right, so I'll read the question again after the music.
You can go ahead and read it for her.
All right. Said, I'm 23, been with my boyfriend for 5 years. I've never been with anyone else as far as having sex, but he has. Lately, he's been hitting at marriage, but before I commit to him, I would like to experience someone else. Am I wrong for this?
Yes, Leroy, that's my brother.
Yes, that is my beautiful sister, Mr. Leroy.
If anyone has any questions that they would like advice on, or just questions in general, any topic, you can go ahead and put it in the chat.
Our next topic, we will be covering love language. So we're going to go deep when it comes to it. So everybody tune in. Make sure y'all share the feed. Make sure y'all invite y'all friends.
My mama said no, she ain't wrong, but she needs to go on and get it out before she get married. What you think?
I already told you what I thought. I just think you just got to ask yourself what you want.
I don't think she's ready for marriage. She needs to go ahead and explore a little more, honestly.
I don't think she's ready for marriage either. Like I said, wherever your mind is, your body is soon to follow. When you start meditating on those thoughts, when you start thinking about those thoughts, that voice gets louder and louder, those thoughts get bigger and bigger, and then eventually you're going to step out. That's what's going to happen. You entertaining it, eventually it's going to happen. So
the best love language is understanding. Communication, understanding, go hand in hand. I agree. Okay.
It sounds like she doesn't have true feelings for the guy, because if you're happy, getting those other experiences does not matter. And that's true. That's true. You got to ask, do you really love this guy?
My mama, hold on. I don't think she's ready. I don't either, Erica. My mama said if she don't get it out of her system, she gonna cheat. She can already see it. Yeah. I agree with Christina. When you really love somebody and that's who you want to be with, you don't want to touch anybody else, at least from my experience.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I'm selfish. Ain't nobody touching mine.
Exactly, like a man, like that's the first thing other men tell your man. Oh, I knocked her down. You ain't got nothing. You thought you had a prize? They'll use that against him.
So one thing I do not play when it comes to mine, boy. So, but that's a topic for another day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If
you don't want nobody.
y'all can't understand one another, then there is no love. That's true, Mr. Leroy. That is true. You don't think about anyone else when you're talking about marriage. I agree with you, Erica. I agree with you. 23 is young. That can be super scary to commit. Look, I understand, but I've been married since I was 21. You know what I'm saying? I'm going on 14 years. But I understood that that's what I wanted. I knew who I was marrying to in return.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm speaking from experience. You know what I'm saying? A marriage is a big commitment. A big commitment.
Yeah, what's mine is mine. I'm a female, and that's how I feel, because
boy, I say, I don't play with it. We do come from a different generation, though. And this is why I appreciate her for seeking advice, though.
And being open.
Because she may not have it at the home. You know what I'm saying? You may not. I don't know if there's a father in the home. I don't know the upbringing. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what that family dynamic is like. And sometimes you got to seek outside sources to give you clarity. Sometimes you got to hear outside voices so you can see better. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah, because sometimes people may say something that your inner circle would never say because they want a baby and tiptoe around your feelings.
Yeah.
So
and keep in mind, we haven't always had it together. We have not always been this version of ourselves. Who we were yesterday are not who we are today. We have to evolve and grow and become this version of ourselves. So life is all about experiences, but it's about learning those lessons. That way you don't have to repeat the course. I ain't trying to fail. I ain't trying to fail. You know what I'm saying? I don't like school like that. Me, myself, personally, I ain't trying to do all of that again. Don't come playing with no time.
Alright, Leroy,
Don't play with no time, you heard me? I feel you. Look, these Capricorns don't play either, you hear me?
Keep it real and keep it pushing. Exactly. Play a little music in the background. One we ain't heard on here yet.
Oh, you playing something new, huh? At that pull up? Let me stop.
Yep.
So fresh, so clean when I pull up. Hey, when I pull up. I want to hear killer name when I pull up. Smell number 2, that's me, no pull up. The man on the scene on the name when I pull up. Billy Jean is got my love.
All right, y'all. We got about 6 more minutes, well, 5 more minutes until we get off. So if y'all have any questions or comments or anything y'all want to say, go ahead and put it in the chat.
I agree with Leroy. Me and myself personally, as a man, when I love, I actually commit. And it takes me a long time to get there. So if I love you, I don't play when it comes to you. And especially my significant other, but that's with anyone in my family. If I say I love you, that means I love you. That means I ride for you. I mean, I got your back. I got your side. I got everything that you need. I mean, I'm your 80 when you 20. Like, it's all of that. You know what I'm saying? So if I say I love you and I'm ready to commit to you, I've really thought that over. I've really analyzed those thoughts. And if I'm ready to commit to that, that means as far as a man, I'm willing to stake it out. I'm literally willing to stake it out. And that's why I say communication is a very important thing. If you're not feeling him, if you're not there, let that man know. Don't play with him. Don't play with that man heart. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, we got a couple of questions. I love hard and I'm too loyal. That's some Taurus stuff. I'm a Gemini, and both my personalities don't play. Okay, hold on. I'm happily married, but I'm in traffic, so I have a question. Do y'all think marriage has lost its value? Absolutely not. I think that's what's portrayed, but at the end of the day, even when I was doing the interviews, everyone values marriage. That's everyone's goal. Well, majority, I'm going to say majority of everyone's goal. Now, do people put on the facade to make it look like they don't care and they don't want to love? Yeah, all the time. It's glamorized. The more people that you deal with or that you don't care and don't have feelings is glamorized in this generation. But at the end of the day, that's the goal for most people. I say about 95% of people want to get married. They just don't want to get hurt. What you think, Miss?
I believe that people are not committed to themselves. And when they step into a marriage, if you're not committed to yourself, how can you be committed to that person? Everything that's internal projects itself externally. So whatever's going on inside of me is going to project itself externally to whoever's around me. But if I'm entering into a marriage, if I'm making a vow, I'm a type of person, I'm going to live up to my word. So whatever I say, you know what I'm saying, me as a person, if I say this, that means I'm going to stand on business when it comes to it. You know what I'm saying? And I think people don't value their word anymore. People don't value commitment anymore. People are selfish instead of self-full. And I think that when they look at marriage, it's all about what can I get?
What can I gain from this?
You have to understand that it's a partnership. It's a partnership. Sometimes your man may be up and sometimes your man may be down. Sometimes your woman may be up, sometimes she may be down. But baby, if you down, I got you. Whatever you need, I got. We're partners. We in this life is already war games. It's a Hunger Games out here, right? I gotta have your back and I need you to have my back. So no matter what come our way, you don't gotta question whether I'm loyal or not. And I think that's what marriage needs to return to. But I think the world that we live in, it paints a different picture. And like I said, whatever we consume, whatever you eat, you eventually become. And what's happening to this generation? Listen to all the music that's playing. Listen to everything that they're seeing. Listen to everything that everything that's on TV, everything that they're listening to. They're consuming this. And now this is the new norm for them. And so now I'm not going to be committed to you. What can you do for me? I'm trying to run the bag up. And this is how people are viewing things. But this is why we have these shows, though, so we can bring realness back to the world.
We're not standing for this BS anymore.
No, not at all. Not at all, man. Not at all.
Bruh, hitting it on the head. I'm finna add bruh. Yeah, it has something with marriages. Yes, it has nowadays. I've been with my other half for almost 18 years and been married 3. I love my soulmate, my best friend. I know that's
Hey, congratulations. Round of applause. Congratulations. This is still real. You know what I'm saying? It ain't fabricated. This ain't some fantasy world. You just got to work for it, though. People are not willing to put in the work. They want it instantly. What they say, instant microwave, instant Roman noodles, whatever they call it. You know what I'm saying? They want it instantly. You know what I'm saying? You got to work for it. You got to build it one brick at a time.
Untied boss, they can't get no more energy and time unless it's genuine and sincere. I totally agree, son. Teamwork, but together. It's a selfish world. That's why I go by selfish 28. You may be 80 and I may be 20, as long as we equal 100. I know. Go ahead, Kristen. Hey, I know that's right.
I'm gonna jump down the seat. Stop playing. You know what I'm saying? Stop playing. But look, it's important that we stand for something.
Yeah.
I got kids. I got 2 daughters and I got 2 sons. How I treat their mother, they're going to see that. So when they're out, they're going to be searching. They're going to be looking for an identity if I don't represent it here in the home. So what I represent, when they look in the mirror, they're able to see, oh, daddy did this. That's a reflection I can follow after. This was daddy's identity. This is how mama loved daddy. This is what daddy did for mama. Kids are able to see that. And then it becomes a ripple effect. It becomes perpetual. Now they take that. And when my daughter gets older, she ain't going to settle for that BS. I done already told her about these niggas out here running game. You know what I'm saying? I done already told her about, I said, baby, chase your goals. Whatever your goals is, go. Chase that. These niggas going to run games. Don't let the distractions come. The women the same way. Don't let the distractions come. Tell my son, now, man, tunnel vision. You know what I'm saying? We on the field vision. That's it.
I'm reading the comments. But also, like you had hit yesterday or whenever we did the last live, I know we're going a little over time, but I just want to say this. It starts in the home. When a daughter or a son see the positive influence of how their mother treats their father or how their father treats their mother, when they go out and look for partnership, if their mama and daddy had it at a high level, you're not going to be able to come with them with anything lower than that. Because
that's real.
They've already had a standard in their head, and they're not gonna bend.
That's real. That's real.
But we're gonna go ahead and end this live because
look, we'll be live on Saturday, 12 o'clock. Tune in. We'll be talking about love languages. We're gonna dive deep into the psyche of why people are the way they are. Mm-hmm. It goes all the way back to the house. So y'all tune in.
Also, if you want to hit us up in our inbox or through email, let me go ahead and put that on here. I still got a few minutes.
You will remain anonymous.
Put the sorry, y'all. I'm writing on the tripod, so I'm trying for my phone not to fall.
If it fall over, we know what happened.
Okay, pin. Okay, so I went ahead and pinned our email. So if you have any questions that you would like advice on, just anything that you would like us to talk about, you can either hit us up on email, or you can inbox me or Chemist directly. Remember, we're going to keep it anonymous so you don't have to worry about anyone calling you out, and we're judgment free over here. Anything else you would like to say?
Not at all, my sister. Not at all.
All right. Well, thank y'all for tuning in, and we appreciate it. We are the cast of 444, and thank you for listening to Black Box Conversations. All right. Bye, y'all.